Welcome to a tour of the hotels in Israel. I'm super excited about this video because just going to these hotels in Israel was so much fun. Some things I did not expect at all, and some things were not too different from America. So I'm going to go through each of the hotel rooms that we stayed in as briefly as possible. And right now I'm just going to give you a rundown of the list. So here's the list of the hotels. We stayed in the Tamara Hotel in Ashkelon, the Nova Like Hotel in Eilat, the Leonardo Plaza on the Dead Sea, the Leonardo Tiberius, and finally the Leonardo Jerusalem. Now to start off, I just want to give you some facts and things for you to just go research on your own, okay? You've probably seen in, or you're gonna see in some of these videos, how the beds in Israel are a little different than the beds here in America. So even if there's a married couple, they'll have the two beds scooted closely, but there will still be two separate beds, okay? And there's historical reasons for that and just Jewish cultural reasons for that. It's really fascinating, okay? So I would say just look that up. You can even just pause this video right now, go look up the bed custom culture in Israel, how they have two separate beds, and then you'll see that as you go throughout this video. You'll see me panning around the room and how they have the beds. A lot of times we just push them apart because we're all brothers, obviously, and we just if you could, we just like tilt one sideways or something. Sometimes the videos are right when we walked into the hotel, so not much has been changed, but that's what we always did. But really interesting, okay? Then there's things about the showers and just their water pressure. The water was really hot, okay? It was actually really nice. The elevators, man, there's some funny stories about the elevators. I still, honestly, I have not figured out how the elevators even work in Israel, okay? And some of the hotels, I think they were just fancy, and I'm just not up to speed on the tech of some of these elevators. But the elevators are way different than what I was used to. And they have a Shevat elevator, which that's a cool thing to go look into. Basically, on the Sabbath, it's work to use electricity. So if you hit the button, it's considered a work. So that's against their religion. So the Shabbat elevator will stop on I think it's every floor or every other floor going up and down, something like that. So if you get stuck on that elevator on the wrong day, you're going to be hitting every floor. Okay, so that's the Shabbat elevator. Then there's the food. And I really debated making a whole video on just the food, but I'm not going to do that. So I'll just summarize it here for you. Their food is incredible, okay? They have some of the best burgers I've ever tasted. They're totally different than the burgers here. Then they have all kinds of meat. Falafel is a big thing over there. I'll just throw in some clips so you can see some pictures of their food here. The food was really good. Even just the fruit stands, they have all kinds of fruit. We got a huge basket of strawberries, all kinds of food there. And their coffee is super good. It's different than the coffee here. I don't even know how to describe it, but their coffee is great. I will say if you get their Arabic coffee, do not drink the sediment at the bottom because there actually is sludge at the bottom of the cup. So just don't drink that and you won't get sick and you'll be fine. Okay, so that's kind of a little rundown on their food and their coffee. I will say if you are booking these hotels yourself, a great idea is to get them close to the location you want to be at. So either close to the sea or close to the old city of Jerusalem, things like that. Another idea is to put a do not disturb sign on your door so that way you know that no one's going to walk in there and try to clean and maybe take something of yours or search through your stuff or anything like that. So that's just a small deterrent. And here's a tip too that I wish we had used. If you were close to a location and you just want to take off into the town to try to do some exploring or something, or maybe you're looking for a restaurant or something, if you don't know where something is, always just go ask reception, okay? I don't know why we didn't think of this. It seems like common sense. But just go ask front desk, and they can tell you, they can give you directions. They can give you a map a lot of times, so that's a big help if you're looking for something in town. So before you kick your feet up and lean back and just enjoy the tour of these hotels, I wanted to share with you something that our tour guide told us. Okay, we went to a lot of tells when we were in Israel, but our tour guide always said that the most important tell is the hotel. So I hope you enjoy these clips from the hotels in Israel. So welcome to our hotel room. It's a little bit of a mess in here, but we'll give you the tour. First off, these light switches turned off and on right here, and they do flicker a little bit. But here's the restroom. It's very nice and quaint. Got room there for clothes, sink, shower. Showers in here. The shower's very nice. You do have to bring your own washcloths because they do not have washcloths, but they will supply you with towels and stuff. So make sure you do bring your own washcloth and stuff. But the water has a lot of pressure, has a lot of good temperature. You can get some really good temperature in here, and it's nice and spacious. The toilet, it is a little weird when it comes to flushing. I'll kind of show you here. You push this, and it just trickles for a little while, and eventually, if you hold it long enough, it'll do a normal flush. There, so like that. So either you can just let it kind of wash itself out, or you can hold it long enough to get the whole flush in there. So I'll turn that light off. This is going to light up this area. Again, the lights kind of flicker. Big mirror here. Yeah, you can see my camera I'm using. Camera setup here. And, but yeah, very nice. Got a chair. Got all these shelves, basically, with drawers. That's where we're putting our luggage. Then these beds. So at least this one has these two beds, and I think that's pretty standard. This one has a third bed too, so I don't know if that's standard. We did kind of ask to make sure that we could get that. Hello? Alright. Sorry, that was our wake-up call. So this one does have the two beds here, and I think that's pretty standard. We kind of asked if we could have a third bed, and they said that's not a problem. So I don't know if that's an extra thing that they did special for us, or if that's, you know, something you can expect. Obviously, over here, these adapters are the kind that we were talking about here. Gotta have these 3-prong adapters here, and just make sure your devices can work on the voltage. And then some more switches here. Light switches, so see how that works. So yeah, very nice. The beds are super comfortable. The whole place is so nice. I'm telling you, these Jews, they just have it down. I mean, it's like minimalistic compared to hotels in the US, but very, very nicely done. Plenty of room, spacious for everything we need, and you get this incredible view of Ashkelon. Look at this. You can step out here, you see this ledge you kind of have to step over to get out here. But yeah, look at this view. So this is what we woke up to our first morning in Israel. City of Ashkelon. If I lean out this way, you can see some of the bigger hotels out there. Yeah, this place is beautiful. So this is our first hotel in Ashkelon. Alright, we are in our second hotel. So the first hotel that we stayed at was called the Tamara, and that's in the city of Ashkelon. Now we're in the city of Eilat, and this one is called Nava-like Hotel. So just to give you kind of a snapshot of what the hotel looks like and everything, the first thing you'll notice is the smallest desk I have ever seen in my life. It's a really tiny little desk there, but it's kind of cool. I'm going to zoom out a little bit. And so this is our room that we stayed in. So 2 beds again. And you can see they were joined together, but me and my brother stayed in here, so we just pushed them apart. And they got 2 little desks over to the side. Then I have to show you this view outside a lot. Okay, so back inside here, this is the main compartment, the main room here. So you can tell there's plenty of room to put your luggage. And then we got this third bed over here, couch sleeper. And excuse all of our camera gear just lying around. But we got our luggage ready to go because we're only staying here for one night. And again, you can see the adapters that you need. And there are a couple places in here where you can also use the 2-prong adapters. Got a nice table here. A lot of nice space. Got a little coffee hot pot there, so you can use that with the plug. And then this is just outside here. Down the hall. Down the other hall. Good. So yeah, this is the whole room. The last place I'm going to show you over here is the bathroom. Very similar to the last one. They gave us enough towels for like a small country. So towels are not an issue. Plenty of space at the sink, the toilet, and this is how you flush it here. And this is a good reminder here. I didn't mention this at the last hotel we were at, but you're not supposed to flush any of the toilet paper. So that's going to be hard for Americans to get used to, but you are supposed to throw that away. Shower over here. This one had a lot of water pressure again. And one of my brothers felt like it was a little painful how powerful it was coming out. But yeah, so nice big bathroom. And that's our second hotel. And one thing I will say for the shower, you might have fun trying to figure out how to use all the knobs and which lever to pull and everything. I'm not going to walk you through that for each hotel because it's going to be different. I'm sure you're not going to stay at the exact same hotels that we are. But just have fun with that. Good luck figuring that out. And yeah. One tip that I do have for you is if you are on the road today, getting on the tour bus, and as you're driving around, download the Waze app. So get on the hotel's Wi-Fi here before you leave, and download the Waze app, and that will allow you to track the navigation. Now some of the stuff is in Hebrew, and that's actually a Jewish invention, the Waze app. The Hebrews invented that. Great Israeli map app. That'll help you track where you're going today. So alright, we'll see you in the next video. Okay, we are at the hotel on the Dead Sea. And here's our room. Just to give you an idea. Basically the main things are all the same. So this is just the toilet in this room. And then there's a separate room over here where the shower is and the sink in there. Then over on this side we got a big large mirror, a place for some clothes in there, so some good storage. Must be the sheets for the bed and everything. Then we got some desk space. This is a bit more spacious of the rooms that we stayed in. The 2 beds here, and then we got the couch over here. So this one also sleeps 3 people, and that's probably what the sheets are for. So very nice. And the view is pretty amazing. So you can see clearly the Dead Sea, and we get almost like a panoramic view out these windows. These windows can actually open up the window. You can get all the way out here. Pretty crazy. The sun should be rising right over the Dead Sea from somewhere over there. Yeah, I'll just back up and show you what this view looks like. This is the Leonardo, not the Leonardo Club, but the Leonardo Plaza, I believe. Let's see if I can back this up just a little more. But yeah, that's basically the view. So a bigger living quarters right here, kind of a smaller bathroom area. But yeah, very nice. And welcome to Tiberius. This is the Leonardo Tiberius, not to be confused with the Leonardo Plaza or the Leonardo Club, and looks very nice. This might be the nicest hotel so far. You can tell just by the appliances. Very nice here. Everything is very nicely arranged. Ton of space. Look out here into the room. You can see we've got a full bed and then two other one-person beds. This whole tabletop area here, you can tell we're all charging stuff, all the camera batteries and everything from the day. All the batteries are drained. So, but they do have plenty of these outlets, and we're kind of maxing out our little adapters that we got, basically using up almost all the plugs here. But very nice, large bed there, and then we got the two beds here. We'll probably just push those apart just a little bit, but very nice. And then besides the sleeping space, we get this whole big area here. It reminds me of like a more American size hotel. I don't know if you can see that well, but you can open this window, and outside is the city of Tiberius. Obviously it'll look better in the morning, but you can see the Sea of Galilee just a little bit over to the side, and then you can see some lights from the city. But yeah, very nice hotel. So this is nothing too small at all. Very spacious living quarters here. So just a little glimpse from the hotel room. All right, and finally the hotel in Yerushalayim, in Jerusalem. So again, this one's very big, very nice. It's not as big as what we're used to in America, but it's got everything you need. You got extra storage space in here. Normally this is where the safe is too, but obviously don't put your stuff in the safe. Keep your stuff with you. Then some charging area there with some coffee stuff, and you got another charging port there on this side of this bed. Then we got the second bed. There's also another charging port over there, and then just desk, everything here. Kind of give you the panorama of the whole room. Plenty of room, very nice. And then the best part over here, it'll be hard to see because the glare, but look at the view outside the window. You can open both of these curved windows. They both open up. You can see, not only do you get a nice ruach, or breeze, but you also can see a nice view of the city. Some buildings there. This is the hotel wrapping around. And then this is the dining area for the hotel. So very nice view. And that's the Leonardo Hotel in Jerusalem. Well, I hope that gives you an idea of what these hotels are going to be like and kind of what to expect as you prepare for Israel. And in the next video, I'm going to be giving you my take on the Jewish culture, Jewish people in general. And I think it's a really important video to take note of, okay? Obviously, it's just my opinion, my experience from being around them, and my love for them. But I hope it'll give you a greater burden for them, that they would come to Christ, and that you would better be able to understand kind of their culture and where they're coming from, their mindset. So hope you'll tune in next week, and I will see you then.